Look who's jumping on the bandwagon for this fad. Alright, quick ground rules. 1. I am judging each franchise as a whole, so I won't be directly ranking second seasons or franchise movies. 2. I did not extensively rewatch these in order to make this video, so if I get some facts or names wrong, sorry. 3. Everything is ranked relative to each other, meaning that just because I give something an F doesn't mean I hated it. It just means I think it's an F tier in comparison to the rest of KyoAni's work. 4. If you disagree with me, go to the link in the description below and tell me your thoughts and why you disagree. K-On! Alright, right away we're starting with the big boys. Naoko Yamada's breakout hit with animation that keeps getting better with each season. It is uproariously funny, but hits home with a truly resonant coming-of-age story with themes of self-actualization and friendship, all out of some dumb 4-koma manga. Easy S tier. Now, we got Tamako Market here, with Naoko Yamada being like, yeah, I have a directing credit for one franchise. What about it? Wham! I've taken the pure distillation of comfiness and made it into a show. What's that? You want more? Bam! I transformed this comfiness into the raw embodiment of the nostalgia induced by young love. Have one of the best romance films ever. Oh, and I'm gonna do it with no source material. S tier. Koi no Katachi, the big daddy of Yamada's works. Basically the biggest flex from KyoAni's animation team with all the perfectly animated hands and faces. Suffers a little from trying to adapt an entire manga into a single film, but the central emotional narrative comes through loud and clear. S tier. Also, y'all just don't get Uno. She's actually best girl, and not just because she goes Liz and the Bluebird. Okay, I know I said franchise films were getting grouped with the rest of the franchise, and I know it's technically a side story for Hibiki Euphonium, but come on, it's Yamada's latest film, and I gotta say, still haven't seen it. But you know what I have seen? Hibiki Euphonium. Kumiko is the best, like hands down one of my favorite female characters, up there with Makise Kurisu and Yukino Miyazawa. Her character arc is great, her dialogue is witty, her hair poofs, and Tomoyo Kurosawa killed it as her seiyuu. The visual and sound direction of this show were pristine and delivered on a pretty decent high school sports/competition narrative, truly and accurately embodying the experience of being part of an extracurricular team in high school. Plus, the instruments look even better than K-On! However, it has this girl in it. B tier. Canon. Okay, so I haven't seen Canon, but let me quickly dump my thoughts on Studio Key. I liked Angel Beats quite a bit, so I do at least have some semblance of respect for their work. However, their character designs are so wide. Trash tier. Air. Wide. Trash tier. Clannad. So I did actually watch some of Clannad, and gotta say, oh my god, why is everyone so stupid in that show? Its OST is actually its best aspect, but Jesus, nothing happens for forever in that show. F tier. Violet Evergarden. It's okay. I made a video about it like a year ago. Technically flawless, except for the slight overuse of the depth of field thing. Go watch my video for more details. D tier. Amagi Brilliant Park. Okay, I pretty much only watched this because it was a KyoAni show. I actually ended up having a lot of fun with it because it never took itself too seriously. Like, the main character is named Kanye, the main girl is named 50 Cent, and the princess is named Queen Latifah. It's alright. C tier. Wait, did I just do this one? Haven't seen Full Metal Panic, but I've heard good things about it. Fumofo is supposed to be really funny, I think. I might watch it if I get the chance. Like, the Full Metal Panic franchise has been all over the place in terms of licensing. First it was at Gonzo, then it was at KyoAni, and I think the newest season was... How do you even talk about this show? Haruhi pretty much incorporated all of the tropes and light novels before it into itself to make commentary on light novel anime while still being a light novel anime. However, its popularity ended up just setting itself as the industry standard, and light novels just shifted to become more like it. Then, after all that was said and done, Disappearance comes out and absolutely obliterates my mind. The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya was a titan of the early 2000s, and as a mere zoomer who hadn't figured out torrenting yet in 2006, I guess I'll never fully understand the hype that surrounded it when it came out. I can only try to appreciate its significance in retrospect. After all, I can't possibly imagine having to sit through Endless 8 as it was airing. Let's quickly talk about Yutaka Yamamoto real quick. This absolute mad lad gave us both the Hare Hare Yukai dance and the Lucky Star opening dance. This man did all that then got fired from KyoAni for performance issues and went off to found Studio Ordet to make Black Rock Shooter and Kannagi. It was mad lad antics like this that had raised so much clout for Haruhi in the first place. Then you got Lucky Star over here like, hey, you ain't done with Haruhi yet. This show is the perfect embodiment of being an anime fan, especially in the mid-2000s, but it stands on its own merits by pulling really bold moves while still being able to deliver some truly emotionally resonant segments. It's funny, it's relatable, it's got a cast of vibrantly colored and well-designed girls, and it knows exactly what it is. A tier. Kyokai no Kanata. The main girl's design is just so good. It properly conveys her shy demeanor through its soft color scheme, her clumsiness through her sweater being slightly oversized, and still manages to tie in her demon blood powers with those stunning red glasses. The rest of the show is okay. I think the fight scenes were a little weak in terms of sound editing, so they ended up lacking impact and feeling kind of floaty. It's got all the hallmarks of a good show, but in regards to KyoAni's body of work, it just doesn't quite stand out. D tier. Chuni. What is Chuni? Is it A cute story about the budding relationship between two socially awkward people learning to relate to and rely on each other after having both undergone a phase of the 8th grader syndrome with a supporting cast of fun, cute, and quirky characters? Or is it B, an accurate portrayal of a realistic relationship that would actually happen in real life? I watched this stupid show before entering high school and accidentally thought that this was how relationships worked. As you can expect, I tried to apply what I had learned from this show on real people, and things did not go too well. I guess this show turned me Chuni. Ironic, right? Screw this show. F tier. Hyoka. People seem to think that this show is boring. They seem to think that this show is just a crazy good animated show with consistently gorgeous animation and direction, but that it lacks an involving narrative and fails to narratively justify its existence. Yeah. But it was good enough for me. C tier. Free! I tried watching this and the impression I got from it was that I was not supposed to be there. Its ED is a banger though. E tier. Tsurune. I watched like half the first episode. It felt like Free with Archer Boys. E tier. Nichijou. Consider this. This is the funniest show I've ever seen. A tier. Dragon Maid. Dragon Maid was a breath of fresh air when it came out because it showed me that KyoAni wasn't just going down the path of realism in conventionally good shows like they had done with Hyoka and Hibike Euphonium. Kana is definitely a highlight of the show because aside from Hakase from Nichijou, I don't think that there's a single lolly out there that holds a candle to her in terms of pure moe appeal. Don't get me wrong, there's lots to think about within this show, such as the nature of immortality, motherhood, and Lovecraftian horror, but the pill it's delivered in is easy to swallow. A tier. Phantom World. Is Phantom World the worst show that KyoAni has made to date? Probably. Is Phantom World bad? The thing with Phantom World, like Kyokai no Kanata, is that it has all of the makings of being a good show. There's character development and good direction, but whenever this show had a good scene, it was good because it was stealing and copying from other better shows. It was just kind of bland and unmemorable, which is unfortunate because some of its animation is jaw-dropping. Kirby Girl is best, no question. F tier. Alright, we've been talking about a lot of good shows, but let's face it, I saved the best one for last. Chimpui. 2 words. Discount Doraemon. SS tier.